Record. All right, guys. So this is going to be a fun little workshop. I'm really going to have this is kind of what I love to do. So we got some lead funnel stuff, some lead gen opportunities with the CMA stuff, and so I'm just going to kind of dive right in with video CMAs. So just to get rolling in the chat, let me know if you've ever sent a video CMA before. Yes or no. That's all I got to say. Yes or no. Let me know if you've ever sent one out before. If you don't know what one is, then the answer is no, right? I love seeing no's because that means opportunity. That means, okay, you guys are going to love this. I've been able to help agents land large listings with these video CMAs before. And I think that it's just another tool in your toolbox that I think will just expand your business. All right. There's not a lot of effort into it. And I know it's video, which is kind of scary to some of you all, but you can do this. All right. So let me get my screen share up and going here. All right. Hope you guys see my screens. You're good to go there. All right. So video CMAs, right? They could be scary to some people. Actually, let me get my participations up here so I can keep admitting people as people roll in. I'm kind of a lone wolf today. I didn't have my assistant with me to jump in and manage the chat and stuff. So if I leave people in the waiting room too long, I'm just going to apologize up front. All right, you guys ready? So here's the deal, guys. Video CMAs are not so new. They've been around for years, but I'm not for sure why most people just don't do them, right? So before we get to the meat and potatoes, if you guys have not joined LuxVT as a free member, please feel free to do that. LuxVT does brand design, marketing, social media marketing, videos like I'm doing here, workshops, fun stuff like that. So I'm encouraging you to join luxvt.com as a free account, right? There's a promo piece for you. You got to have it, right? And then the second part is I would love for you to join our Luxury Agent Network on Facebook. It is a growing network. I think over 2.5 thousand members now, something like that in it, and growing, maybe 2,600 now. I don't know. But would love for you guys to be part of it. We do weekly workshops in there, sometimes bi-weekly. We give out free resources, and our goal is to help you get more luxury listings. That's the goal. So, all right, there's my two pitches. Let's get into what the crap you talking about with a video CMA, Jeremy. So video CMAs, guys, you guys know what all CMAs, right? You've done CMAs for years. Even if you've been in business 1 year, you've done a CMA. And so what I'm going to teach you today is I'm going to show you how you can create these personalized video CMAs to land some listings, right? That's the goal here. And we all probably want more listings, right? We probably all have some buyers in our pockets right now, and we just want more listings. And so this is a fantastic tool to accomplish that, okay? So let me see if I can get my slides moving here. I want to change the way CMAs are done, right? Before we print off CMAs, we put them into the manila envelopes, right? And we deliver them to the people, or we send them via email to people. This is a new way of doing it that I think will help you guys. So we are going to record a screen, and we're going to create an explainer video walking people through a CMA, right? So I'm going to first talk about it, show you what tools you need, what resources you need, and then I'm actually going to show you an actual demo of how to do it, right? I'm a visual learner. Probably, I don't know if you guys are or not, but I like to learn by actually doing. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how it works. So a little bit about video CMAs, right? They are highly effective. As prices have increased this past year, an opportunity for homeowners, a lot of people work from home now, right? So that has increased, and it has made people think, man, it's time to move, but maybe they just need that little push. And that's what this video CMA does. It gives them a little push. And so we're going to kind of show you exactly how to personalize them. And here's the strategy. This strategy works for basically 3 different types of your people, your people in your sphere, right? Here's number 1. You can specifically target these 3 main groups. Ready? Number 1, people who have told you they're interested in selling in the next 1 to 2 years. These are fantastic for those. Online leads, you get an online lead in. These are awesome for these. The second part is past buyer clients who live in a home that you sold them. All right. Think about this for a minute. You've been an agent, let's say, actually do me a favor in the chat. Let me know how many years you've been an agent. All right. How many years have you been an agent? 13, 6, 4, love it, 10. All right, now we're moving somewhere. So zero, I love that. Okay. Welcome to real estate, by the way. 30 years. Woo, woo. Okay. So you've been in real estate for a while. Some of you guys have, right? And so you guys have past clients. And I think the stats like every 7 years, someone moves, right? So we have a full-time database that we can dive into, right? I think I've got my screen as large as I can get it, guys. I don't know if somebody's saying enlarge my screen. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to play around that for a minute. Okay, so oh, good. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. And so you have a database, guys, full of people you can do this to. And it only takes about, when you first get started with this, only takes about 10 minutes to do one of these. And I've got it down. The more you do this, the faster it gets. I got down to about 5 to 7 minutes. I can create one of these. And who is not willing to spend 5 to 7 minutes to possibly get a solid lead? Okay. Next one. Next people is people who are homeowners. That's a lot, right? In your area that you met through marketing activities. Already got a taste for you, right? And that's what this video can do. So let's kind of dive into the strategy behind it before I show you exactly what it is. So consider, and I'm going to give you a challenge here. After I teach you how to do this, I'm going to challenge you to create at least one video CMA per day for the next 15 days, right? That's 15 videos. I know, scary, but you guys can do this. And it's only 2 to 5 minute videos. And so for those of you that like to talk, I don't know if that's you or you, but some of us like to talk a little long, and I struggle with that sometimes. And so I've got mine down to about 2 to 3 minutes when I create these. That's the key marks here, to try to get down to 2 or 3 minutes, because after that they lose you. All right. Some of you, I've seen some of these do like 5 to 10 minutes, and it's way too long. So 2 to 3 minutes is your key for this. And then here's how we're actually going to create it. Here's the tools we're going to use. We're going to use something called Google Earth. All right. Google Earth. You've never heard of Google Earth? Google Earth's awesome. It's a website you can go to. Just visit Google Earth. I actually got a tab up here. I could probably show it to you. I've got Google Earth pulled up, and I like to start out. I was doing with this earlier, so I'm going to start out with this little zoom. If you go to Google Earth, I'm going to zoom all the way out till I see the world. Keep going, Jimmy. Keep zooming. Keep going. I'm sure there's an easier way of doing this than me just clicking. But there it is. So I'm zooming all the way out. And this is how I start the video, right? So imagine when you first start the video, it has this cool little picture, this zoomed in picture of what these people are looking for. I'll show you that in just a minute. But Google Earth, it's a free website. Second one, and the only reason I do Google Earth because it looks cool. There's the bottom line to it. And then number 2, you need an MLS, right? You need to be able to create a CMA. And look, there's tons and tons of CMAs all over the place, right? You can create with Cloud CMA. You can create one with, what's your favorite CMA tool, guys? Let me know in the chat. Maybe it'll open some eyes to some people. I'm going to show you an example. Mine's Cloud CMA. Way to go, Philip. You and I are on the same page. Love Cloud CMA. It's just an easy tool. I'm going to show you how to use that in a minute create one of these. But there are some other tools out there. RPR has one. There's some other ones out there that work. I don't care what the tool is, right? And you can use these. So you got your that, and then you have a CMA data, and that's it. The next couple of tools you need is, I'm going to give you some options for it. You can use a program called Loom, Loom, Loom. You just type it on the website. There's a free version. You can record up to 5 minutes with Loom. My favorite, and I'm going to show you today, is BombBomb. I send hundreds of BombBomb videos out every month. I'm a huge believer in BombBomb. And there's some tracking tools with Loom and BombBomb that make this whole process work, right? How cool would it be to be able to send a CMA to somebody, and then 3 months down the road, you get a little notification that says, hey, Jeremy watched your CMA you did 3 months ago. If they're watching your CMA that you shot 3 months ago and sent to them, ding, 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 you have a live lead, right? It gives you an opportunity to reach out to them. So that's why I love Loom and I love BombBomb, because it tells you when people are watching this thing, whether it be now or watching 3, 6, 9 months from now. All right, let's keep going. Google Earth. Google Earth, I'm not going to show you this. I'm going to show you a demo in a minute. Google Earth is awesome, especially for grabbing someone's attention. And that's the whole point I use Google Earth for, is in the beginning of the video, it grabs their attention. So they'll watch the rest of it. And so MLS comps, talked about that. You can go through, you can even open up your back end of your MLS if you want to, and go through the comps in there. Like I use Flex MLS. You guys have different ones. And you can actually show them on the screen if you want to. By the way, people love seeing behind the scenes stuff. So if you want to show this, it works. And then the CMA data part. This is a screenshot of Cloud CMA, but it just shows, that's what I love about it, because it's really pretty and looks good. And we don't want to show them, I mean, it's 2 to 3 minutes, guys, but this is not like a detailed CMA. And I've had agents come to me and say, Jeremy, you can't send this out because it's not, it's not real detailed. You haven't even seen the property yet. Are you kidding me? Guys, this is just a lead gen tool. This is all about, hey, getting yourself in front of them and giving them something. I believe in the philosophy of give, take, right? So I'm gonna give them something, and then I'm gonna ask them about something. So that's why this process works so great. For those of taking notes, Cloud CMA is an amazing tool. So I think I don't know how expensive it is. Maybe somebody else would let me know in the chat. Maybe 25 bucks, 30 bucks. I'm not sure exactly how much it is per month, but it's worth it if you do these type of CMAs, because it's quick created. All right, tools you need: BombBomb, Loom, Zoom. You can use any 3 of those to record your videos, right? Just like we're doing today. I'm recording a video in Zoom. You can do this, record this video with Zoom if you want to. My preference is BombBomb or Loom. It just makes things so much easier. And BombBomb works with your email. So I'll show you that process in a minute. Okay, keep on rolling. Talked about Cloud CMA a little bit. I'm not going to give these scripts to you yet. I'm actually going to let you download these scripts. I've got like scripts you can help you along in creating these videos. But let's go ahead and dive into how this thing works, the prep work to this. All right, there is some prep work to it. So I'm going to show you what I do in Cloud CMA. So here's the prep work. Let me get make sure everybody's muted here because I hear some sounds. All right, so I'm in Cloud CMA. And you can use any program for this, right? Any CMA creator program, but I'm just going to show you a demo here. So I'm going to actually go create new report. So I'm going to create a CMA for someone in my database. I already know their name, I already know their address. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go up here, we're going to go to CMA, and then it's going to open up my client name. I'm going to do it for Jeremy Collins. He's in my database, right? I haven't talked to him in a while, maybe a couple of years. Let's pretend Jeremy, he's one of my clients that I sold a property to 5 years ago, right? And so I'm put his name in. I know his address because I sold him the freaking property. Let's do this. And when you type in here in Cloud CMA, I just basically, it drop downs. And so I found the address. That's actually a little off, I know, for this property. And if you want to make it really nice, you would add their property photo here. I don't have the property photo in front of me, but if you want to make it super nice, you definitely add your property photo. It gets their attention because when someone sees the front of this video, the opening of it, and they see their house, they're going to watch it. Okay, it's just a hint. So that helps, right? And so, yay, Jenna's joined us. I'm going to actually make you, see if I can make you if I can find Jenna here. I'm going to make her, Jenna's our awesome team member at LuxVT, a social guru. So I'm going to make her my co-host so she can let people in. Thank goodness. One thing off my plate. All right. So now let's go back to CMA. So I've got the CMA started. I'm actually going to do the quick and dirty one. I love how it says that, quick and dirty. That's what I want. I'm going to automatically find listings near the subject property. I'm going to hit fetch listings. So far, I spent about 30 seconds to do this. Okay. So add up how long it's going to take you to create this. Now it's going to fetch this data for me. And I don't like to offer too much on these video CMAs, right? Too much is just too much. So I like to go through here and I just click the ones that I think are not going to be really relevant to me on here. So I'm going to uncheck some of these. I like to get down to about 3 or 4 properties because I want them to reply to this video for a really accurate CMA, right? All this is a lead gen tool. So I'm going to turn off some of these other ones that don't make sense to me. Okay. Let's just stay right here. I kind of like this 295 one though. I like higher ones, kind of helps. Okay. And then I'm going to say customize report. And you don't have to add all these pages in here, guys. You can actually limit it. I'll actually limit these to my video CMAs. This is all the pages in here. I'm not going to edit it just for the purpose of this video, but you can actually remove some of the stuff that's in here. These are all templated pages. I'm going to hit publish report just to get to the meat of this to show you what it looks like. And then I'm going to, now it's publishing the report, give it a few seconds, and it's going to publish it. And what we're going to get is a PDF, because every video CMA I send out, I'll also include the link to the PDF or the link to their live CMA, right? All right. So now it's created, just a preview to show what this is going to look like, where we're going to show people on their screens live doing this. And here it is. Comparative market sales. This is where the photo of the property you put, it would automatically in there. And it's really nice, right? The only pages I'm going to focus in on the CMA is the map of comparables, right? That's the one place I'm going to show. And then I'm actually going to show let me pull it down here. This comparable property stats. These are the ones that sold recently and how often that fast the average day on market. I'm going to show that a little bit. And then I'm probably even going to show some pricing stuff. And there's a couple things I like to show during it, but the main thing is just to highlight their current property and the days on market stuff. So this is what I really like to highlight. So now I've got it created and I keep it open in a tab, right? So I've got at the top of my screen, I got my tab open, my CMA open. I'm going to probably start at the beginning screen. Excuse me. And then I'm going to have a Google Earth tab I pulled open. These are the two tabs I open for my CMA. So then you go over here and I'm going to open my mail. Now I use BombBomb. And so show you how BombBomb works. BombBomb has got a Chrome extension. And this is what makes it so easy to create these. I'm all about fast and easy, right? So I already have the person's name. I already got their email, and I'm going to send them a CMA. So I'm going to go to Compose. And this is the BombBomb tool, but you can do this with Loom too. So you get the idea. And I'm going to hit record here. And on BombBomb, I can do a screen recording. And that's what we want to do. We want to record a screen. So I'm going to go to record a screen. Excuse me. Open BombBomb screen recorder. I don't know what this is going to look like with all this funky stuff I got going on with all this, but let's try it anyway. So I've got, I don't know, you won't be able to see it, but I've got a picture in picture, kind of like you see on your screen. And all I do now is I open up Google Earth to start with, because I'm sure somebody told me there's a faster way of doing this. Oh, I can pinch my fingers. Duh, Jeremy. Okay. And so here's why I start with Google Earth. This is the very opening of my video, right? I type in 520 Harlan Drive, and I have it ready, just like this. And this is the opening to the video. And I'll give you some tips with BombBomb. BombBomb plays like a 4-second clip inside your video as a preview. So I don't have a piece of paper in front of me, but I'll go to Walmart or wherever you want to buy a Target, and you buy a 12 by 12 whiteboard. This is a game changer for any videos you create. And on the whiteboard, I put the person's name I'm shooting this video for. So let's say John and Sherry, right? That's the two people I'm doing this video for. On the whiteboard, I would hold this up and I would say at the beginning of the video, hey, John and Sherry, check this out. I haven't seen you in a while, but I wanted to prepare a quick CMA for you. You've been in your home about 5 years. I hope you've been enjoying it, but market has shifted a little bit, and here's some of the update. That's really all you got to say. Give an intro, say their name, and when you put the whiteboard in front of you for the first 3 or 4 seconds, the clip it shows inside their email is their name. It shows them how you holding a whiteboard with their name. You increase their open rate by like 80% because they're like, hey, that's my name. I want to see what he says. And it works. You're intriguing them. And so now I've got that. And then let me close my BombBomb recorder here because it is in my way. Okay. And then what I do is when I first open up, I go like this. And I click on it and say, all right, guys, we're going to dive into your house, 520 Harlan Drive. This property, you've had it for about 5 years now. Love it. And then let's go into exactly kind of what's happening in your market area. And then I'll click in to the CMA. And then I will share my screen just like this. And I will say, all right, so it looks like there has been about 5 properties sell recently in your neighborhood. And so let's kind of talk about those prices, the differences between your home and theirs. The big difference is you got 4 bedrooms, right? 1,900 square feet. Here's another one, 4 bedrooms, 1,900 square feet. And it sold very recently for $295,000. This is how you portray this, right? Walter, you see, I got some questions. Let me go and answer some questions before I go further at it. Can you do it with YouTube? Do not, and I'm going to be blunt here, do not put it on YouTube. Okay. Here's why. Because you put it on YouTube and people, you send it a link to them, the first thing they think of is once you get to the personalized information of this, like the in-home depth of the pricing and all this stuff, they're like, are you kidding me? This is on YouTube? We've had some agents mess up like that. So, you know, do not put it on YouTube. It's scary for people. So keep it with Loom, which is, it's a private account, or keep it with BombBomb. That's my two big deal. You can put it on Vimeo because it's a private hosting site, but it could be a little scary if not. Loom, Loom. Just look it up. I think it's loom.com or something like that. It's a free recording tool. All right. So back to the CMA. In the middle of this, I'm going over this part of it. Then I actually kind of move down and I talk about the comparable properties. Obviously, I'm keeping this short, right? I do not want to blow them up with information. I'm trying to get this video to 2 to 3 minutes. So you're just being personal with them, talking about the CMA. This is where you guys shine, right? You guys know the numbers. You guys know the area. This is where you guys can really make a big impact, all right? So now we've got this and we keep on scrolling. You can talk about the listings if you want to. I recommend not, because trying to keep it 2 to 3 minutes. And then I like to go down to the comparable property stats. This one didn't have a lot, but some of these will look a little different. And here's what I would say during this segment. I would say, and it could be the numbers different, but I would say, hey guys, you know, the market is really shifting. Things are moving and shaking. Yeah, you can add expires in there for sure. You can put whatever you want in there that you think will be impactful in this thing, right? So, and then you talk about the square footage. You could talk about the days on market. And right now, this one obviously is short days on market, but you could be like, you know, the average days on market is pretty quick. That means things are moving and shaking right now. So if you have any interest at all in selling your home right now, I would love to come in. And here's the closing statement to all this, guys. You say, if you're willing, if you're thinking about it, I'd love just to give you an opportunity to come in and just take a quick scroll through the house, check the updates out, and I can give you a lot better idea of what your home value is worth. But here's a general statement. And I even tell them during the video, I would probably at this, not knowing a lot of information about your home, you know, I would probably list your home app and I would give them a price range. Do not give an exact price, but give a price range, right? It intrigues them. And honestly, it makes them want to reach back out to you. So you've recorded this video. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Please here's the big key to these videos. One, they see your face, right? Yes. And it doesn't matter what makeup you got on. It don't matter. They just see who you are. And then they hear you. They hear your personality come out. They hear your heart come out. That is the game changer here, right? When you give them a paper copy CMA, do they get that? Not a chance. And so what we're trying to do is leverage what we have, right? We can create videos. We can do this. And so now we've got these videos created, right? And all I do is save it. Like with BombBomb, I can give you a little example here. So I've got an email. Let me record one real quick and see if it lets me do it. It's got a recording in progress. That's not good. Let me hit BombBomb, record. I'll prove to you it saves the screenshot for you. I'm recording it on my other screen. So give me about 3 seconds here to record something. Hey, John and Susan, this is Jeremy, your area real estate agent. I am here and excited to show you a updated CMA of your property. I hope you really enjoyed it. You get the idea, guys. So I'm gonna hit stop. And then it's gonna drop this video into my email. Let me hit save here and it should drop it in. And you'll see it change right here, hopefully. 3, 2, it takes a minute to encode it. There it is. And you can see that creates an animated GIF. So if I held up their picture or the whiteboard with their name on it, they would see the whiteboard with their name on it and it would entice them to click on it. All right, here's some other cool parts of BombBomb you can do. You can even include these things called snippets. So you see this little button that says snippets? I do this with all of them. And I already have a script wrote out, guys. So I can click my script and guess what happens? Hit add here. It drops it directly into the email. So you don't have to do this over and over and over and over and over, right? And all I do here is put the property address in the subject. And so let's do 520 Harlan Drive. And I'll give you a little tip here. I like to put in the date I sent it, okay? So if I put in what is today's date? Friday the 20th. So 05 20 22. It's just a little symbol, okay? And here's the reason I'm putting this in here. Because what happens, by the way, when we send this via BombBomb and they play it, I get a notification that they played it. So 3 months, 6 months, a year down the road, if they are going back and watching your video CMA, guess what? They're never, I mean, they're not going back unless they're interested. And then I get this notification saying that 520 Harlan Drive, this video, 520 Harlan Drive 05 2022 was viewed. I know they viewed this video. I sent this video back in March of this year, May of this year, right? And I'm like, okay, time to reach out again. If they're watching a video, they're interested, right? All right, let's see. Okay, let's keep on going. So I've got all this template in here. I don't know if you guys see this template. I can try to make it larger so you guys can see it. Can you guys see that now? Maybe. But it basically says first and foremost, property owners. You put the property owner's name in here. So let's call this Jeremy and Susan, right? I hope you're doing well. Attach this email as a personalized video CMA. Once you watch it, I would love for you to click the link below to schedule quick conversations. Why do I say that? If you use Calendly, by the way, every agent should use a program like Calendly. It gives you a link where they can book an appointment with you. Because what happens if they go back and watch this CMA, you want quick action. You want them to quickly book an appointment with you to get an update, right? It's just easier than picking up the phone. So if you use Calendly, make sure that goes in this email. I put a link to the CMA. So if you're using Cloud CMA, I can actually use this direct link. I can actually copy this link right here, copy, and put that inside this email, paste, right? That's a link to the CMA, a link to book an appointment, and that's it. You hit send. Okay. You can do this in about probably 10 minutes, probably. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you. Calendly is an awesome program. We use it as our team. And then you shoot this video and you record it and you're done. Let me get my picture off there because it's driving me insane. Holy cow. Okay. And so that is how you create and shoot a video CMA. But the power of this, guys, is all about the response, right? It's all about the response. And here's a sample template, right? You can take a screenshot of this, or I'll be glad to share you. I'll send an email with the slides to this if you want to make it a little easier so you don't have to take notes on this. But I've got scripts for you guys. This is about the script inside, a script about when you're creating the CMAs. I will send these videos, I'll send these slides to everybody that register for this workshop, guys. And the big deal is here, the link, clicks, and notifications and the follow-ups, right? If you do this for, let's say, 30 days, right? You do one video CMA every day for 30 days. Let's give you a weekend off. Let's do 5 a week, right? That's 20 video CMAs you send out for a month. I'm telling you, it is very exciting when you start getting ping notifications that they're watching the video even months later. This is a no-brainer opportunity, guys. I know of some clients, some agents that I work with, some one-on-one coaching clients I work with that are sending these out, and they're getting $1 million listings, guys, off of these because it doesn't hurt. And it gives you an excuse to reach out. And that's what we're looking for. We are looking for an excuse to reach out. And so what we're doing is we're actually making up the excuse here, right? We're giving them something. And that's what these video CMAs do. All right. Questions. Who's got some questions? So video CMAs, guys, it's just have some fun with it. Test out, pull up Zoom, record, right? If you have BombBomb, hit record on BombBomb. If you have questions about this stuff, feel free to reach out to me. But I'm telling you, these are small things that work. And if you just send out 30 of these things, you are going to be highly impressed about the response rate. And even if they're not interested in selling it, now you've got a conversation started. It's a free branding piece, right? Yep, absolutely. You can, John. That's a great idea. And I've actually done these myself. So I've got with things like Property Radar. So if you ever heard of that, it's a lead gen tool. It's called Property Radar. You can pull people's phone numbers. Okay, if you don't already have them, there should be people in your database already you're sending these to. But if not, you can actually pull some phone numbers from there. And then in BombBomb, you can actually send these as text messages, and they work the exact same way. So I can actually probably try. Let me see if I can try this. Let's go ahead. And so once you record it in BombBomb on your computer screen, And then on the BombBomb app, let me see if I can try this, guys. Give me just a second. I could probably try. You got me on the fly. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Let's do share my phone screen with you guys. Reflector, give me a second. And you inside the app, the video is already saved in your cloud library on BombBomb. Then you just pull up the BombBomb app on your phone and you send it via text. Absolutely, it's a great way. Loom, let me show you Loom. I couldn't get my phone to pull up yet because I got too much other stuff going on here. But let me go ahead and pull up Loom. If you go to loom.com, see if I can do it here. All right, let me share my Loom screen here. Loom.com. This is actually one of my agent's accounts. I was uploading some videos for him. He's actually done a few of these. I don't know if he would be willing to share them. I'm not going to share. This is a video CMA he did, right? This is a client review. He's done some cool stuff with this. See the cloud CMA? You see the What's Your Home Worth 2022? He's pretty good at this. He's a rock star at this stuff. But once you've got this Loom account, guys, you can actually go in here, hit record a video down the bottom left. And it pulls up, hit allow. You want to make sure Chrome can use it. And then you start recording. You can see my pictures down the bottom right hand corner down, I don't know where I'm pointing at, right there. And so this is the same way. Use Loom, hit record your screen and talk. The free program, you get 5 minutes with Loom. So talk fast, right? And then with BombBomb, you can talk forever. It doesn't matter. I just recommend 2 to 3 minutes. That's the goal here. And you're just trying to make a touch base. So there's 2 programs definitely you can use. John, how to get the property phone numbers? I use a company called Property Radar. You can also go to a company called Fiverr, and they can probably scrape some numbers for you. But I use a company called Property Radar. I think it's like $75 a month. There's tons of way to grab phone numbers. We just have some behind the scenes way of doing it. But just look it up, Property Radar. It's a great tool. Okay, does that make sense? Does shooting videos for CMAs make sense? Yes, it does. And so think of outside the box, guys. What are some other ways you can do this, right? Show the back end of your MLS system. People get excited when they see stuff they can't see on their own. They don't have access to. So what are some other outside the box ways you can use this? I promise you guys, we spent about 30 minutes on this workshop, guys, but I know it seemed like it went quick, but I think that if you just try it, it's one of those things you got to try it. So give it a shot and use these things to the program. I promise you, especially if you use BombBomb or Loom, it is just exciting to go 3 months down the road and you get notifications of people watching your past CMAs, because then you have an automatic lead that you can DM them on Facebook or Instagram and say, hey, this is your friendly neighborhood real estate agent, just checking in with you. We already know they're looking at CMAs. We already know they looked at our video, they watched it. And so we're just giving them an excuse to talk to me now. Pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for joining. This is awesome. We're going to do a lot more of these kind of workshops, guys, throughout the couple weeks, guys. But give it a shot. And here's what I want to challenge you guys. Feel free to share your video CMA with me. My email, I can actually drop in the chat. It is jeremy@luxvt.com. I would love to see some of your stuff you create, because this just gets me excited. These are the things that I'm like, all right, guys, you guys can do this. And in a market, guys, we're limited on our inventory, right? We've got a lot of us have plethora of buyers, but in a market where we're limited on inventory, this is an inventory creating machine, because all we're doing is create and send, and you'll get follow-up later on. If nothing else, this creates conversations. You'll get emails back saying, wow, that's cool, thank you. You'll get emails back saying, I got one recently that I did one for that said, wow, I didn't realize I could get that much for my home. That's the stuff we're trying to get some motivation behind, to get people excited about. All right, I think, let's see what I have any questions. Could you also do a market report? Yes, these are great for market reports, especially if you can get your data from your MLS, the graphs. If you go to log into your MLS, go to reports and go to graphs, do a 1 minute video walking through the graph. Pull up their actual subdivision data, right? The back end, the subdivision data, data and send this. That's something you don't have to personalize too much. That's something you can send out to everybody in a certain subdivision. That's a genius idea. Anything, guys, to personalize. That's what we're trying to do. You're getting your face in front of them. It is like, we pay $300 to deliver, 250 postcards. A postcard can't jump out at them and saying, hey, John and Susan. That's why those videos are so important, because we can actually see them eye to eye, right? Even though we don't see them eye to eye, they see us. And that's what we want anyway. So that's it, guys. Get your makeup on, get your hair done, whatever you guys do to get ready, and just hit play. I don't care. I just hit play, and I am who I am. I say the things I say, and people like it. All right. What if you get someone that is not happy with knowing their address and doing a CMA? It happens. It's a numbers game, guys. Here's what you do. You reply back and say, you know what? I have access to all this data as being an expert in my field. And so I thought I would just give you value here. I'll be glad to take you off the list. No problem at all. And you just apologize and move on. I don't know how many times I get no's before I get a yes, right? It's a numbers game. You have to be okay with saying, oh, I might piss some people off. I may make some people mad. But if I get a $1.2 million listing and I made 3 people mad, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. But it's just who I am. It's why I do things. I'm trying to get listings, right? Yep, I know. Scary sometimes. Some people are iffy about that, but I get it. I understand. After you're pausing, after intro, then Google Maps, then CMA. Yep, I do an intro. And then I do the quick Google Maps or the Google Earth map screen, right? To get some, whoa, that's cool. That's what I want. I want them to think, oh, that's cool. And then I want to show them the CMA. There's the 3 steps. And it does make a big impact. Can you send me a link for your next video CMA so I can? Yeah, I'll be glad to. I'll create one this week, and I will be glad if you guys want. I'll be glad to share it out with everybody that wants to. I'll do this. I'll do a favor. I will actually send it out. Send my first one out, my sample out. I'll send one out to everybody that registered for this workshop. How's that? So next week, look for an email from me, and I'll just do a sample. Don't make fun of me too much. I pull out my Eastern Kentucky accent a lot when I do these, and they just work. These are like no barrier here, guys. If you're an agent 0 years, you just started this month, you can do these, right? You have access to people and you go to PVA and get their information, right? And then you try to find their phone numbers. I prefer to start with your sphere. Start with people you know, right? People that's going to love when they see your face. Start there. You'll encourage you more than anything ever would encourage you. Let's see. How about the recordings from this one? Yeah, I'll be glad. The recordings will go out. I'll post it in the social media on the Facebook page, but I'll also send the recording out to you guys as well. What else? Planning on it. It's cool. Love it. Where can we see other agents' videos? I don't know. I will find some agent videos. I've got some in my office, guys. I'll share with you guys. I'll ask the agents to make sure I can share it first, and then I'll share them with you guys. All right. I think we're going to go and wrap this thing up, guys. 40-minute workshop. That's pretty good. Hope this has encouraged you guys. I hope this is a new thing. I'm always trying to introduce new ideas to you guys, and hopefully one will catch, right? And so there it is. So I'll put my email again. It's jeremy@luxvt.com. There you go. Oh, I just direct message it to Jenna. That's why no one sees me. Jenna, I am trying to message you, and I'm actually, there you go. Let's do this again, Jeremy@luxvt.com. All right. So feel free, guys, to email me any questions. I love to help out any way I can. And I love being part of the LuxVT family, because our goal here is to help you guys get listings, right? And obviously promote those listings once you get them. All right, guys, this is recorded. That's it. Any other questions before you go? Nope. Good to go. Awesome. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We will see you guys really soon for another free workshop from LuxVT. See you guys.